Hey guys, Jesse with Chainosis here today to talk to you about my favorite project in the bear market. Developed by Casper Labs, we have Casper, ticker symbol CSPR, one of the top utility projects in my portfolio going into the bull market of 2024, 2025, potentially 2026, yet to be seen. Sitting at around 4.5 cents today, down 3.32% on the day, with a market cap of about $500 million, number 78 on the charts over here at CoinMarketCap. This project is very interesting. If you know anything about Casper, you know a little bit about how interesting it is. If you don't, stick around and we're going to tell you about why it is so interesting. So, one of the things that I have been focused on over the last couple of years when I'm loading my bags for this upcoming bull market is true utility. We've heard this nomenclature about utility and the future of blockchain tech for some time now, but really it has been pretty ambiguous with most projects as far as how they're actually bringing utility to market. Casper Labs is not one of those projects. They are very transparent in how they're bringing real-world utility to the market. They've got a plan, they're building, and they're actually bringing products to market in the bear market. So let's look a little bit about some of the partnerships and why I believe in this bull case for Casper. So right here on the Casper homepage, a real quick synopsis of what Casper is. I'm not going to delve too deep into this, guys. I will do another video that goes way into the tech of Casper, but not for this video. So their homepage is pretty ambiguous. The future-proof blockchain, it gives a little thing here about how the future's unwritten. Casper's simple, upgradable, decentralized. Yeah, that's great. Most blockchain businesses right now are kind of saying a lot of the same things. The biggest thing that stands out to me is this upgradable piece. Casper does allow upgradable smart contracts on their blockchain, meaning that developers can push updates to their smart contracts without having to deploy whole new contracts to their users, which is pretty cool and really sets Casper apart. We're not going to get too deep into this though. Let's talk about some of the partnerships. So Quest Global is building new supply chain solutions on the Casper network. Now this is clear back 2 years ago, May 26th of 21, but it's still relevant today, and I want to talk a little bit about why. So Quest Global is a life cycle logistics enterprise that this is a massive company, massive global company that deals with logistics. You can see here energy, aerospace, rail, healthcare, automotive, semiconductors, high tech. They do a little bit of everything, from hardware to software. They assist businesses in logistics. Why is this important? Okay, so this is precedence research, and they're putting out a little visualization here on the contract logistics market size 2022 to 2032. So we can see here in 2022 the contract logistics market, which Quest Global here is a part of, is 264.3 billion, growing potentially in 2032 to $519 billion. That's a huge market. And you can imagine if Casper was able to capture just a small percentage of that through Quest Global and other businesses that are giving these services out to enterprise, that could be a huge liquid injection into the Casper blockchain. This is a really big deal. This is a real world use case where these other businesses are building on top of the Casper blockchain technology to bring products to customers. This is another partnership, Nucleus Finance, which is being built from the ground up on the Casper blockchain. This is their homepage here, leveraging blockchain to revolutionize financial systems. So what is Nucleus Finance doing? Nucleus Finance is tokenizing financial instruments. very simply. That's the simplest way to put it. Things like stocks, derivatives, all those kind of financial instruments that we've seen in TradFi, they want to tokenize those, put them on the blockchain, specifically the Casper blockchain. This is a bit of a pipe dream for every blockchain-based business out there right now. The amount of money that is in the traditional finance, derivatives, and financial instrument market is so mind-blowing that any blockchain that captures even a tiny percentage of this is going to get so much capital injected to it. It's going to be mind-blowing. One of the things that we can look at, this is a little bit outdated, but this is a visualization of the US GDP versus the derivative market size. So right down here in green, this tiny little green bar, this is the US GDP. The largest GDP in the world is this tiny little green bars here. You can see from the year 2000 to 2012, and you can see a little bit of growth here with this green line. The blue is the derivatives market. So this is a absolutely just ridiculous amount of money. Clear back in 2012, $600 trillion, over $600 trillion. I've seen some numbers that state that currently this is probably close to $1 quadrillion. Absolutely just a ridiculous amount of money. And you could do a little forward think and say, well, if Nucleus Finance and other enterprise businesses like it are able to capture just a tiny percentage of this on the Casper blockchain, that would be a colossal amount of money. A ton of liquid money pushed into that blockchain, which will likely have a extreme positive effect on the price of the underlying CSPR token. The last partnership that I want to talk about, one of the most exciting partnerships I think that we've seen recently here, is IPWE. So what is IPWE? Well, IPWE is revolutionizing the intellectual property system using blockchain. Intangible assets represent 90% of the S&P 500's value, but patents, a large percentage of those intangibles, are underutilized and undervalued. So what does IPWE want to do? They want to tokenize those patents, put them on the blockchain, and unlock the liquidity underlying in those patents. And they're building all of this on the Casper blockchain. You can see right here, using Hyperledger Fabric Network, another partnership with Casper. Why is this important? Well, the intellectual property market in America alone is worth $6.6 trillion, which is more than the GDP of any other country in the world. There is so much IP value globally that, again, like the derivatives market, capturing just a small portion of that market would inject an incredible amount of money into the Casper blockchain and result in the underlying CSPR asset going to the moon. So this is what I wanted to talk to you guys about today. This is something that you should probably take a look at. I am loading more and more of this. I'm staking it on Casper Live through my ledger. There are a lot of things that we could get into about Casper, and I'm going to make a ton more videos about all of the little things that people kind of might have a little bit of heartburn when it comes to this project. The biggest thing that I see is the inflation rate of it. I'll make another video about why I believe that the inflation rate is fine, why it's not a big deal. But this is something that you should at least take a look into. If you don't invest into it, at least take a look at it. Take a look at some of these partnerships that I talked about. These are absolutely not all of the partnerships, just one of the three that I chose to talk about today that I believe actually have a lot of real world value. If you guys have any questions, leave them down in the comments section below. Follow and subscribe for more Casper content, and that's all.